Wyoming County Chamber. Thank you all for coming out this morning for Marketing for the Holidays. We have Keith Yurkowski here with the Small Business Development Center. I hope I didn't torture you too much. Keith is a long time, how long have you been with the SBDC?
25 years.
So, long time small business professional. And he
I was just at, like I said, in Long Beach last week, and that was the number one question people have. And they're like, how do we compete with Amazon? You don't. Strictly yet. You can't compete with Amazon. You're not beating them on price. You're not beating them on shipping. You're not beating them on selection. So what can you beat them on? You can beat them on an experience, creating an experience for the shopper. Give them a reason to want to come to your store. And in Tunkhannock, and as well as a lot of downtowns, they're struggling with this right now. And what it means is they have to get outside of the box. They have to make, if they want to stay in business, they're going to have to make major changes to the way they do business if they want to compete. Another thing is pushing gift cards. This is a big one that people overlook at the time. 33% of gift cards never get redeemed. So that means that's 100% profit for the owner. It doesn't cost you anything to sell a gift card, right? 56% of customers who redeem gift cards spend 20% more than the value of the card. It was like, oh, I got like this free gift, so I'm just gonna I could, buy that thing I didn't want to buy because it's only gonna cost me this much now. So they'll up the buy. And the card itself is like having a small billboard in the wallet of your customer to remind them about your business. Here's another one, gift guides, and you may have seen these pop up on social media. Gift guide under $50, and they show you the different items. 66% of people research products at price points less than $50. So if you're selling stuff and you know that you're trying to, promote, you want to be able to promote all the items that you have that are under $50. Because when you think about it, at Christmas time or holiday time, people aren't buying for themselves, they're buying for someone else. So they're not spending as much as they would if they were spending on themselves. I am the outlier in that. I'll spend on myself. But they're simple to design and create, highly visual, and it's one marketing piece that you can use across multiple platforms. And we've all seen these. And there's different types, so you can create a gift guide that says, gifts under 50, stocking stuffers, gifts for him, gifts for her, gifts for the cook, gifts for coworkers, grab bags, all the things that on the holidays when you can't come up with an idea, you're giving the customer the ideas. 30 gifts for bakers, and then they list all the different items that they potentially would sell for somebody who's a baker. Retail window displays. Retail windows are tough in downtowns where retail stores are disappearing, and we're seeing insurance agents and doctors' offices and those kind of things taking up retail space. So that's an issue. So you want to make sure you maximize the window space. And I think of the movie Elf with Will Ferrell, right? And how he decorated the windows in the store, right? So show customers your exclusive deals, special offers, latest trends. You have a billboard that you've been handed with your storefront to do that. Use creative bait to lure them into store, a game, a quiz, and there's a perfect one. Be the place where kids come to mail their letters to Santa, right? Put that in your window so the kids come in, set up a display, a mailbox, and you'll get people to come in your store because everybody's looking to mail that letter. Okay, online strategies. Don't overuse Facebook, or don't only rely on Facebook is what I should say. Facebook's only letting 1% of their followers see your posts. They block them unless you're paying to see them. So a lot of people spend all this time and thinking Facebook is the answer. It's not, okay? Because your followers aren't seeing that unless you're promoting it. Using Facebook Live or their sponsored stories, you'll get 52% more clicks, more engagement. Facebook's an advertising platform. They want people to be on the platform and spend time there so that they can tell their advertisers, hey, people spend 4 seconds on a web page they like, but look how much time they spend on our platform. And they do that by allowing videos, Facebook Live, and these Facebook stories to be seen by more people. Because people are going to spend the time to watch what's going on. The beauty of Facebook Live is it's live, it's real time, and the engagement of it is, you know, I get an alert on my phone that'll say one of my friends is watching something live on Facebook. So then all of a sudden that piques my interest. What would Joe, who never gets off his couch, be watching on Facebook? So I have to look and see, and then I see it. 80% say more likely to try new things, do a friend's recommendation. The millennial demographic has changed the way people are doing business. It's a large group. When we think of millennials, we think of, you know, high school kids, whatever. Millennials in their mid-30s now. Okay, they're having kids of their own. They're making choices. I had a speaker who sells pet food come to my class that I teach at the university, and he said they had to change the way they do business as a pet food company, where they supplied their fish and their meat. The millennials would only buy if they came from sustainable sources. They don't want mass-produced whatever. They had to change their packaging to make sure it was biodegradable. It's a large group, and if they didn't buy, if they weren't buying from them, that would hurt their business. So, also millennials don't trust marketing. They trust recommendations of friends. So it's very important to encourage people to recommend your business so that you have that recommendation. If I say, oh, I know so-and-so used it. So find the platform where your demographic customer is, and that's where you want to spend your time advertising. Engage your online customers. Ask questions. Don't be one-sided. Don't just have people asking you. You want to ask them and get feedback. I've seen examples where retail store owners are saying, before they actually buy product to put in their stores, they'll look at the stuff and say, hey, would you guys be interested in stuff like this if we carried it in our store? And they put it out to their followers to get feedback so that they know market research to do, you know, why should I buy this product and put it in my store if it's just going to sit there and I'm going to have to discount it down? You know, ask if the customers would be interested and then give them what they want. Don't overpost. And I have a slide that's coming up that talks about that. And don't put too much wording on it. People aren't going to sit there and read it. They don't take the time. And then, you know, posts will be going. Also, don't always post at the same time of day. I'm guilty of this. I go into work in the morning. The first thing I do is I log on to the SBDC social media. I do our posts, and then I go on with my day. Well, the only people seeing our posts are those people who log on at the same time of day that I'm logging on. Otherwise, that message gets lost in the shuffle. So you want to alternate the times of day that you post. How often to post? Again, these are guidelines, but to give you an idea. Facebook once a day at minimum, right? Twitter says 15 times a day, and that could mean a retweet. You know, Twitter's quick. LinkedIn once a day, Pinterest 11 times a day, so that could be sharing again content, sharing pins, or just pinning an item. YouTube, at least one post a week. When I say YouTube, I also mean Facebook video, so YouTube or Facebook. You can share a YouTube video on your Facebook page, but Facebook likes if you upload the video to them specifically, and they'll give it more engagement. And then Instagram once or twice a day. Also important, if you have not done this, is making sure your business is listed on local search sites. So there's all these sites out there. Your local chamber is one of them. Make sure they give you a listing. Go and create your listing on the website. Make sure your address is correct. Make sure your address is consistent. So if you say, you know, Warren Street, don't put Warren Street on one site and the next site that you go to put Warren ST, or, you know, make sure it's consistent across platforms. But you can claim, there's a pile of places to claim a free listing that you can point back to your website, which helps you increase your organic reach.